Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having us, and thank you for being here, inviting us. We are going to present from Clayco and Bexel together as a team. And I am Kritika Agrawal from Clayco. I'm a VDC manager, and we are going to talk about driving construction innovation and digital transformation through technology partnership, which is really important in construction industry.
And I'm Stephen Hollstein. I'm a civil engineer at Clayco, senior manager of schedule integration.
And I'm Mileta Pejovic. I'm an architect and senior BIM manager at Bexel Consulting.
Clicker?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we at Clayco, we're a large-sized general contractor. Been in business since 1984. Our founder, Bob Clark, has a motto that really speaks to a lot of us, and that is building beyond these walls. Really purposing the facilities, buildings, institutions that we all use day to day, and providing clients what they require and what they need. Just last year, we had over $5 billion of revenue. We work in various market sectors: institutional, industrial, mission critical. Now leaning more into manufacturing and heavy process specialized facilities. We have over 3,000 employees, several hundred architects, interior designers, engineers, field personnel. The core of our business really speaks to safety, but also digital technology and quality within our business. Digital technology brings a lot within our core value structure and our vertical integration structure at Clayco. So we really pride in that area within VDC as well. Design build is really the type of contract strategy we use, traditional DBB, as well as project turnkey for full handover to the client.
And we work in different areas, mission critical data centers, housing. We work with warehouses and a bunch of different areas. Now, Bexel?
Yeah, so Bexel Consulting is software development and consulting company, and we are specialized for BIM in construction. For almost 2 decades, we are working on different types of projects all around the world. And actually, we were, in a way, pioneers of implementing BIM in different types of projects, also using and enriching different types of innovation in terms of software development related to BIM. And also throughout the years, we worked on collaboration and also development of different BIM standards alongside with Building Smart International. As you may see on these different sides, we worked on the different types and size of the projects. And also in the past 6 months, actually, we doubled the number of our clients using our services and also using our unique BIM management platform for BIM construction. And also our clients are actually varying in different types and also different size, but also we include different portfolio of these clients that we work with, including architects, designers, different types of designers, contractors, main contractors, subcontractors, and also project owners.
So today we are going to talk about how we integrated together, we came together to form a team, and we looked through the technology partnership. So we'll start with Clayco's vision, and we'll go through technology strategy, alignment, and how it's important to align it with our business model. Integrated delivery is, or integrated data is where we'll focus, and how role of data is really important. As Rob mentioned, data needs to be clean, and that's what we'll look into, and how strategic partnership is a main part of technology strategy alignment. Then we'll also go through, we'll look deep into Bexel Manager and what their roadmap is with technology. We'll go after strategy for collaboration. The important things for strategy to collaborate is team structure, workflow, adoption, and consultancy. And then we'll go through the challenges and successes which we found while implementing Bexel in our team.
So in our growing markets, right, we at Clayco really needed to stay competitive in the market. We really approached Bexel as a consultant partner that we could work together with that brings various experiences from countries all around the world, clients with different backgrounds and different experiences. We really wanted to harness those experiences to our abilities and advance with current clients and future clients. And looking at data throughout the entire life cycle, right? We really looked at how do we bring data that's collaborative and collective for all of us to improve performance on our projects. So looking not only from just the RFP process in the initial design, but going through execution and construction within various partners, various teams, we wanted to collect that data and really leverage on those experiences Bexel provided with their own experiences.
So basically, we were on both sides as a consultancy company, and we were working with designers and also the project owners. So we now are actually trying to help all our clients to streamline the processes and use available data. And we really believe that actually the main thing or the most important thing for us to improve efficiency and to use all available data across the entire, let's say, the project life cycle. And in the basis of BIM is actually 3D, but the core of VDC is actually information. And we want to use all this information from the early stages of the project to mitigate the risks and analyze early design in the early stages of the project, but also when it comes to the planning and, let's say, streamlining the process of construction itself, our application and our expertise actually help our clients to streamline all these processes and be more efficient on site, and also to use all the data from the beginning of the process throughout the construction and use that collected data for facility maintenance once the project hand over. And
technology perspective, we have so many options right now with in construction, so many technology options to choose from. With bleeding versus cutting edge, we always, as a Clayco team, we always focus on cutting edge softwares because we want an evidence-based software or a system so that we don't have to deal with any issues in the future. And buy-in versus business as usual, we still have a lot of challenge in Clayco with getting a buy-in, even though we are really familiar with BIM, there is buy-in with the new softwares and new systems which we get in. So we've decided to go with selective projects to try the new technology in.
So looking at the strategy behind our partnership together, right? If you really come to the Clayco office right now in St. Louis, you'll see a very open environment collaboratively. And I really like that collaboration and integration within the company and looking at the strategy from a business unit that really develops and works together well. As I mentioned before, is with our integrated structure, we really have several divisions that work underneath for self-performing, whether it be curtain wall, concrete placement, interior design, with CDE and other LJC architectural design companies. So we as a business strategy really look at how do we collaborate to improve efficiency on our projects. And then, right, measuring. You know, my background as well as coming from the client side is transparency that we can provide to the client, right? From where are we at to date within the effort, the cost that's accrued and that we've earned, and the time management, right? And Clayco really looks at as well mistakes from past projects, lessons learned. How do we continuously improve in this market and drive that together with our field teams, in our office teams, and work collaboratively and integrate that?
And align is one of our business model as well. We always look for the bright and the best and the brightest people to join our team, organization, and we align everyone together with the processes and technology.
For repetition, actually, all Latins used to say that repetition est mater studiorum, so it means that we as a consulting company, we've been there hundreds of times. We did different types of projects. We have expertise and experience, and we don't want our clients actually make the same mistakes and actually learn by their own errors. We are trying to share our knowledge, and by providing not just our, let's say, application itself, we also try to provide our knowledge and provide a vast of different types of documents for BIM implementation, including BIM documents, BIM execution plans, different types of templates for automated BIM checks, and different types of, let's say, processes which can streamline your workflows.
Yes, and with time, we plan and execute at the pace of business, but we are also looking for the tools or softwares which take less time to be created or initiated than the length of the project. It should take less time than the length of the project. It should not take more. So.
Yeah, so actually we are not a common vendors providing the software and then just leaving the clients to use it itself. We are always ready in a way to roll our sleeves and work alongside with our partners, actually, not the clients, and to provide and develop specific tools and features that can serve specific needs of different types of clients on a different projects. So it means that we are trying to actually use integrated approach, meaning that all the data supposed to be easily approachable, that can be stored in, let's say, in one place, using as a single source of truth in a way. And all that data can be easily accessed and verified. And this actually allows us to streamline entire process of construction. But the basis, in order to make this to be successful, is actually a level of standardization of specification of creating the data, adding the data, and also for checking all the data, or actually checking the data and making useful information for the next stages of the project. And the next slide. So this video here actually shows you some of the workflows and functionalities of Bexel Manager platform and how these different features are integrated using our online cloud-based application. So as you may see on this video, it showcases different types of projects, and the most interesting thing here is flexibility and easiness to create all this information and also to set reports, automate creation of reports, and set all these reports to be accessible to all participants on the project. And also presented dashboards that you're currently seeing are usually produced based on real clients' needs to check key performance indicators for specific needs on specific projects. And for example, you may see that we have almost out-of-the-box available reports for cash flows, cost performance index, and schedule performance index, which can help you to be more efficient during construction execution. And also we have different types of results which can be integrated with Portfolio Manager, which is another platform which allows us to compare different results on different projects. So it can really be helpful for our project owners. Next slide.
So if we look at what our delivery cycle is as Clayco, we don't believe in the delivery cycle to be a linear process. It's a cycle, as you see here. So with the new projects being implemented, we always get a head start because we'll get all the lessons learned from the previous projects of similar type. And the delivery cycle would show, as you see on the left side, you see the delivery for Clayco would be would be based on the processes, as we see on the left. And on the right is Bexel Manager's delivery cycle. And you see how we integrate together. We integrate together with a lot of systems like cost, quantity, quality, and we also integrate together with the system schedule. Okay.
So we believe that the essence of BIM is actually capturing the construction knowledge and share that knowledge and actually capture data through the all stages of the project and just adding additional layers of information which can then be used in the next stages for the next participants that gonna benefit from that.
So this is Clayco's multidimensional project delivery cycle to take a look at. And as Kritika mentioned as well as our cycle delivery, we're building onto each other from taking just the base principle of BIM and coordination, right? We're building that together with the field team, design team. We're eliminating waste, project insight with confidence as well. And then we're complementing that component to bring in the live schedule, whether it be Primavera P6, MS Project, integrating that world within BIM to collaborate. And what I've noticed as well in the field is looking at that logistics operations, improving mobilization time in the field, and awareness. I see a lot with subcontractors, new contractors onboarding, and on the field side, they're able to get a visual aspect of that breakout, of that structure in the schedule and how it ties in with the BIM model. And then tighter tracking to progress. We're monitoring that performance in the field with install quantities, cost, and value. And we're communicating that plan as well. When we're doing look-ahead planning sessions within the field, we're clearly communicating what areas of our building, what direction the workflow is behaving, and monitor that. And then we also communicate that, and that triggers off, predecessor activities that have to take place in order to install on time. And then complementing that component as well, we've seen earned value analysis as well with this, and bringing the cost to light to show that cash flow forecast, and then monthly to show how are we planning, how are we engaging. Early delivery and monitoring of that cash flow can be predictive and enable the client ourselves to look at how is the cost being managed throughout the project life. And then building performance, right? We really look at and monitor those scenarios within the building, within our project, and utilize that and show if we're behind, how do we mitigate that process and changes. We also include change management in our procedures in this delivery cycle to monitor that and really show that transparency to the client. So in the past, right, I mean, we've all been there, if not currently in the past, but that siloed approach, that departmental approach, we're really trying to break those walls down, those barriers. And what we've noticed in the past, right, there's redundant information that's created, not clearly communicated to different departments within the company. And then you have multiplication of tasks and inefficiency that goes along with it, ultimately leading to lost time.
And in the present, our journey is to integrate all the workflows together with the help of Bexel and vanishing silos, what Stephen talked about, standardizing, and getting into a new level of transparency.
Yeah, and in the future, we actually envisioned it to all information be visible, accessible, and available to everyone all the time.
Yeah. So when Clayco and Bexel comes together to work, we have a unified project team. We have advisory role such as Mileta here, and we get into joint meetings to discuss all the issues together. We have shared objectives, which gives us a workflow to build trust.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that goes into next. Bexel, we don't treat as a consultant. We really look at that as a partnership together on all project phases, and to deliver working collaboratively. Also, as we align these worlds, scheduling, BIM modeling, cost, and estimating, we need to look at adopting standards to streamline the process. There are challenges along that way, but if we better integrate, then that streamlining and process is quickly gathered. And lessons learned, we continue to improve, and that's what also is the benefit of Bexel Manager. Any lessons learned in our projects, they take with them to the other clients as well to bring that opportunity there.
And we get shared benefits for both of this. Bexel as a software, they'll get their advancements, and we always get ongoing support and training from them, and we grow together. It's like a win-win situation. This is the project example. I was on site in Cheyenne full-time working there. It is really windy, so I don't recommend you going there if you're not going for a site visit or see bisons. But this is a really great project data center, and let me play the video. So you see multiple colors for different elements. It signifies 5 different levels of risk, high-risk activities, and we used to play this during safety meetings to help all the subcontractors know which element or which area do they need to focus on with the risk. And now jumping to the fit-out, this is a 4D video, which we used to play during the daily meetings to know the process and where they need to focus on subcontractors. And we found, using 4D on this project, we found a lot of missing tasks which were not linked with the schedule. So we were able to save some cost. We were able to sequence properly using the video and using Bexel Manager. And line of balance is one of the main things in Bexel, which really helped us allocate the activities and not overlap the locations. We also created lessons learned for future projects similar to this, and we had the fully supported location-based coordination using this. It was a fun time. Okay.
This was a high-rise multifamily purpose building in downtown Phoenix. I was able to work with Bexel Manager on. The video that you'll see to the down right here is a typical floor plan layout that we built by floor. It helped the trade partners understand how superstructure interacts with the exterior curtain wall, and then going into the MEP overhead works, as well as the interior fit out. So it was a lot of multiple trade partners all within one area, region of the level, and we'll be able to improve coordination going from an east to west direction. Some of the other gains that we benefited from was spatial structure alignment. That's a big principle within Bexel. When model files come into the software, realigning those elements to proper levels of how we're actually construct the facility. One area too, right, we've mentioned over the past couple of days constructability. Elements that are spanning multiple building levels, right? We don't necessarily build like that. We're breaking up by level to support that schedule that goes vertically higher in the facility. So breaking up the model to support construction, and then delay analysis. That is an OxBlue camera comparison to a static image of a delay analysis, where we're at to date versus where we plan to be in the 4D. And then visualizing the critical path, that was a strong attribute as well, to show those red elements, focus in the meetings, what do we need to hit our target to meet our completion milestone. Next slide. So challenges, right? Old habits die hard. It's an adage that our industry is trying to get away from, but it's ever present, right? So utilizing new technology and how does it improve our core value and our core structure of the company. Resource allocation and budgeting, right? This is a demanding collaborative phase in a project that takes a lot of time and investment that will have positive outcomes for a project. A lack of integration. If we're still in this department mode, we're not integrating or aligning, it is cumbersome to get to this process, to get to a 4D model if we're not aligned and standardized. And earned value, we've looked at clients that want this earned value approach, and if there's a lack of integration, if your estimate isn't structured correctly with the schedule and model, you will have conflicts that will be potential.
Then accountability with the project team. So we are in the process of creating a scorecard so that we know where are we with the quality of 4D, which we are creating for the projects. And so we are work in progress in that side.
Yeah. Next slide.
Okay.
All right, so standardizing across the board, right? We're looking at aligning. Principle that has come up is actually looking at CSI master format structure to properly align between cost, schedule, and BIM elements to properly get us to 5D. Speed to market. Any technology that we really bring in-house to Clayco, we need to look at how our aggressive timelines support that. If technology is still in its infancy, or we're still getting there and it won't support the timeline of our aggressive projects, it may not be aligned with our purpose there. Meeting the needs of tomorrow, we just learned about AI and how that really is gaining benefit to our projects. And it's looking ahead. It's looking at bringing and adopting in those standards. And gamification is the idea that we need that level of interest and curiosity that comes along with video game concept, but bringing that collaboratively together with the field teams and gaining interest.
Yes. So as Stephen mentioned, gamification, we need to make our site team as comfortable as we are with the model navigation, just like games or phones, how technology improved, how we are now comfortable using our phones. We just need to get there, train them enough. Shifting the paradigm of collaboration. We all know what COVID did to us and how we did collaboration using Teams, and we can go ahead more than that. Advanced simulations, we can create more than 4D. For example, advanced simulation. For example, if I want to know what is the pressure of the restroom faucet right here on the floor, I should be able to know that from the model. I should be able to know that, have that information, real-time information. IoT integration and real-time data. Something similar to that, I have one more example about curing. If there's a sensor in the concrete curing and I need that information right now, I should be able to go in the model and check that information, that is it cured? It should notify me. So we are all heading towards that direction. Capitalizing on predictive. As Rob shared in his presentation about how data is coming together. If we have all this data together in cloud, so Clayco uses Snowflake, so when all the data comes together and we have enough accurate information, we can then process it and create predictive analysis for future projects.
Yeah, so from perspective of the software development company, we always trying to keep track with technology innovation. And at the moment, we are able to automate a lot of processes, including BIM checks, BIM data enrichment. Also, in the future, we actually trying to embrace all these machine learning and AI to streamline the process of evaluating of design itself, evaluating the constructability of your project, also evaluating the schedules and planning data. And also, we are trying to doing that, we're trying to produce more accurate information. And also, in the future, probably, we're going to integrate with a lot of IoT technologies and also with the large cloud data warehouses, for example, which will enable us, in a way, a real-time project information sharing, which means that we can use all this shared information at the same time, in real time, actually share it and make available information to all the project stakeholders, which means that project managers or project owners can feel like commanders in the interactive command center, actually.
And thank you for your time today. We're really looking bright into our future, and we work together doing that. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.